Promote your brand here at Viral Hip Hop News. Hit me, Sam Ant, at dlsmediainc1@gmail.com, dlsmediainc1@gmail.com. Let's go. What up, y'all? It's your man Sam Ant here at Viral Hip Hop News. Go ahead and hit that like button, share this video. And if you're not subscribed to Viral Hip Hop News, subscribe right now. I definitely appreciate y'all. We did an interview with Judge Joe Brown last week. It was an incredible interview, very dope. He is currently running for mayor in Memphis, and as we know, there's a lot of tension down in Memphis, Tennessee right now after the murder of brother Tyre Nichols by 5 black police officers. We've seen the video released. It's absolutely disgusting. It's absolutely brutal. We're going to talk to Judge Joe Brown about it, but I wanted to give some context prior to you guys watching because this interview was conducted prior to the video being released. So while we recorded this video, no footage of that situation was released. Judge Joe Brown had not seen the video and the recording of what happened. He is running for mayor, so he didn't go all the way in on the situation, but he did bring some context and some highlight to it. I wanted to share it with you guys right now and get your thoughts in the comment section below. So like I said, once again, just to give proper context, Judge Joe Brown did not see the video of the cops doing that disgusting things, all that shit, murdering that young man prior to doing this interview. So enjoy the content. Leave a comment in the comment section. Let me know what you think of the entire situation. We appreciate y'all. Without further ado, Judge Joe Brown, let's go.
Start off, how's the race running in Memphis? How's that going?
Well, I find it funny. I'm probably the person in this town with the greatest national and international name recognition. I've done a lot for it, been around for a long time, and the local mainstream media wants to act like I do not exist. They don't mention me. I'm the first to have filed for a treasurer appointment and first to get out there. Been doing it about 1.5 years, but I'm not a serious candidate because I'm talking about delivering the city back to the people.
Right.
And they don't want to hear that because too many of them are in this little group where they want to look at the taxpayers as somebody to rip off and run a bill of goods on. So it is what it is, but we're going to the people. So we've had a pretty good response from the people. Of course, you've got the feminists who don't like the idea that I don't kowtow to some of their ideation about the appropriate relationship between men and women.
Yes, sir.
You've got some people that say they don't like me because I'm just not going with what they hear. But many, 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 many more people who are out there saying, thank you. Somebody is saying what we want to hear, talking about the things that'll help us out tomorrow or the day after, rather than somehow or another, someday, somewhere over the rainbow, everything will be okay if these people get what they want. So anyway, let's bring it back to the people. Send Brown downtown and take back your town. And Memphis ought to be the mecca for the country because you've got the opportunity for unlimited hydroelectric power, trade, heavy industry, an opportunity to not just have effective civilian oversight over the police, but to have civilian management, control, and direction of the police, which is something different, but necessary. And this ought to be the place where you want to come and immigrate to. We'll be glad to have you immigrate here. Just be legal now.
Right. Yeah. Now a lot of people, I seen like a list somebody put out, and they put out a list to say like one of the places in America that you really shouldn't visit right now is like Memphis. That was one of the top places because of the crime rate on there. How do you feel about that? And what would you do? Yeah.
I've been dealing with criminal law for a half century, and let's say it's not good here. This is becoming a crime capital for violent crime. And we've got a situation right here where people were screaming about police killed off a young black man, but a lot of the police involved, there were 5 who lost their jobs. They were all young black men, and half of them were younger than the person who apparently died, apparently for fleeing from an opportunity or from a physical arrest. So they'll hash it out and see what's going on. And I don't want to get into it because if and when I become mayor, it's probably going to land right in my lap to deal
Right.
with. So let's deal with due process of law and investigation and see what should be done rather than what somebody's screaming ought to be done.
Absolutely.
Well said. Right around this time, we start seeing politics start revving up a little bit, getting ready for campaigns and things like that. And it seems like in line with that, you start seeing a lot of black celebrities line up with politicians, and we start seeing the campaign go on, in particular with the Democratic Party. What do you think about right around this time, you start seeing various celebrities start vouching and talking about certain issues that they don't always talk about, but how it seems as though a lot of celebrities, in particular in the black community, seem to be bought out by a lot of these politicians and paid to market a certain agenda to us to vote in these next couple of years.
Well, it's not so much that they've been bought off by the politicians as the same people that have bought off the politicians control the purse strings with some of the celebrities. And the other thing is quite frankly, there is a certain thing that gets pushed to the corner that everybody is aware of, that big thing in the middle of the room about what you teach in schools and what you teach about relationships with the opposite sex type thing. And although I say get your freak on in your bedroom, sometimes when you start trying to get outside of that bedroom and recruit or groom, you have a problem with the rest of the people. And I think a lot of folk are getting tired of having to put up with that and not being able to deal with it. There's another problem too, which you bring these celebrities in with. And that's if this side says it, then you're supposed to listen to it. If the other side says it, then forget the First Amendment and freedom of speech. We're going to make sure that you don't get a chance to hear it.
Right.
And that's very bad.